already told you guys. I'm opening this by talking about the baby.
So yeah, when we were at the Cosmo, last time we were in Vegas for week 1 of the NFL season, we were walking. Wait, no, this was for Double or Nothing. This was for the wrestling, because me and Jim, we were standing by the bar in the sports book at the Cosmo, and there's like shuffleboard tables, pool tables, and kind of just standing there waiting around. And this guy comes up and asks if we want to play shuffleboard against him. And Jim was like, whatever, but it was for a drink. And his was Hennessy. So we would have to buy him a shot of Hennessy for him and his, the girl that was with him.
Starting accurate.
Yeah. So Sasha and I wound up playing them. We smoked them too. It was bad. It was really just an ass whooping. But I was having a conversation with this guy who looks just like the baby, who was a rapper. So we're sitting there playing shuffleboard, and I was like, hey, where are you from? He's like, down south, whatever. He said he just flew in from somewhere else. I assume probably somewhere we was having a concert.
For sure.
It was Memorial Day weekend, too, so big time for the artist to be in Vegas. And we were talking about, we talked about music for a little bit, talked about what he was doing in Vegas. I was like, oh, is that like your girlfriend? And he's like, oh, no, she just lives here. And so I was like, okay, weird. So we smoked him in shuffleboard. We went, and I don't think he had any intention of buying us the drinks that we agreed to. So I was like, we'll just buy our own drinks and just take a shot together. So we went, got the drinks, and I swear to God, I started looking at this guy. I was like, man, this guy really looked.
5'7"?
No, but I asked him like what they were up to. He's like, we're about to go see Lil Baby at Mandalay Bay.
The Baby.
No, yeah, the baby was going to see Lil Baby. I was like, oh, cool. And I was like, you watch out. That guy heard his crew knocked some guys around the other day and put them in a coma. And they kind of like looked at each other and laughed. They had a little giggle. He's like, no, that's the baby. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. So he's like, and then they laugh. He's like, y'all should just stay away from this concert.
Damn.
It was great. So yeah, we did stay away from the concert.
Definitely played with the baby on
We beat the baby in shuffleboard.
Damn.
I am 26% sure.
The Spread Show.
The Madden simulations going on the TV.
Shove motion for a first down.
The NFL primetime's keyed up on Ant's phone.
Yep.
We got a lot to talk about this week. And you know what? Despite the losing trend, spirits are up,
yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah, still feeling like I can,
I've
get
turned
about 10 this week.
I've turned it around. I wrote my picks down before we got here. I'm ready. And I didn't do like the research. I quit because it doesn't help.
It doesn't matter.
No. Yeah, my picks are locked. If you come out and tell me Brady's hurt, too bad. Still going to New England. Yeah, I don't know. The Seahawks won, so that helps.
Yeah, that was nice.
But
didn't go down to the fucking wire like usually.
No,
yeah, what about the Cowboys though, Rich?
This weekend fucking sucked. First the Cougs got stomped out.
I mean, I guess we should have seen some regression coming from the Cowboys, just for the simple fact
that Jason Garrett's the coach.
I'm just saying, those first 3 weeks were bad teams you guys played.
We held them 12 points.
I knew your defense would play that well, but I didn't know Dak would regress back to.
We ran the ball on first down 11 times, running into a wall.
Got to Kellen Moore.
Yeah,
we talked about him.
Great offensive coordinator. What a mind.
Yeah, we ran no read pass options. Nothing.
And now the excuse, the Cowboys are fine, so Cowboys fans need to calm down and quit making excuses. But if I hear one more time that Michael Gallup isn't there now.
That's what I've been saying for 2 weeks.
Yep.
Gallup out, I'm out on the Cowboys. That guy, he makes a difference in that game. Yeah, I guarantee it.
Randall Cobb dropped 2 third downs. And dude, just Jason.
It's one game, though.
Yeah, I know, but now we have the Packers. And now it's someone's...
Packers' offense is terrible.
Someone's going to be on a losing streak.
And that defense got exposed.
Yeah.
Well, sounds fun.
Yeah, but...
I don't know. I feel like we're going to bounce back in a big way.
Yeah, and the game of the week is on Thursday this week.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting one. We got a London game.
Well, yeah.
It's starting to get into the wacky part of the schedule.
They sent a good team to London this year too.
Who, Oakland?
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
they might be 8-8 and make the
Are they
playoffs.
playing 10 a.m. local time? Because
Yeah,
I like
local.
their chances.
So we've got a little bit of a recap here for Week 4. Underdogs, of course, went 10-5. I mean, can't go wrong with that. They're constantly covering. It's just the league is a lot closer than the public thinks. 37-25-1 on the year. Away teams 9-6. So away teams are 40-22-1 against the spread this year.
Wow.
So if you're on the road and you're an underdog and you're picking that team, you're probably okay.
And what was it? 8 of the underdogs won straight up too.
Yes,
Good
8
Lord.
straight up underdog wins. Crazy. AFC teams in non-conference games straight up, they're 5-12. They can't beat the NFC.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And the NFC is 10-7 against the spread against the AFC. So I don't know. It's not translating into gambling that much, but definitely overall they're stomping out the AFC. So nothing crazy on the trends. It's all the same. It's underdogs. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to roll underdogs, away teams, and things that don't make sense. There were plenty of games that didn't make any damn sense. Tennessee is a team that we said we have to stay away from at all costs, and that didn't happen.
Tampa
Just went
You guys
crazy.
might be right about Tampa, huh?
We might have hopped off 2.
Or maybe Vegas is right about the Rams.
Yeah, that's true. Those lines have been fishy with the Rams all year.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with them.
I feel like they've been fishy since what, the KC game last year?
Yeah, well, I guess that all hinges on Gurley's arthritic knee.
Oh my God, that's
I don't
sad.
know what's going on
That's
with that.
sad and done.
They have Cooper cutbacks, so no excuse there.
We've got a Thursday night game. So Russell Wilson, just let everyone know, 6-0-2 against the spread and 8 appearances on Thursday night football.
Yeah.
So incredible.
Hoping the Seahawks are dogs at home.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that. London game though, like I said, also happening.
Who's there?
Oakland and another team. Shit. Jacksonville? I feel like it's always Jacksonville, right?
Jackson, yeah, they have that contract with them.
Oh, I didn't know
But
that.
Oakland's
Houston
playing the Bears.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
You're welcome, London.
Have at it.
They still have yet to get a game with both teams over 500.
Well, in London, the favorites are 15-9.
Cool.
Money line favorites are 18-5-1.
Damn.
So, and the games kind of trend towards under, but you know.
Oh, they're gonna be playing at Tottenham's new stadium. 100% chance of rain. Like, I don't even know the weather. I just know it always rains in London.
That's
so,
fair.
And then the field's gonna be muddy and gross. Just take the under.
Well, the Raiders are used to playing on dirt. So.
And whatever Khalil, yeah, they do. Whatever Khalil Mack's prop bet for sacks is, take the over, because he's gonna get it.
Yeah, true. Very true. Well, we needed a lot of help because we just were dog shit, honestly, for like 3 weeks here.
Yeah.
Actually, the whole season. Rich, you were okay. Do you have the stats up, Rich? Actually, we might as well go over those right now before we get into our special appearance.
We want to do our quarters of the year so far.
Yeah.
I am through 4 weeks, 29, 33-1.
Yikes.
Yeah,
That's leading the way, right?
Yep. Spread bought 3,000. 20.
Our celebrity pick.
Our
from
celebrity
last week.
pick. 28, 34-1. Just one
That's
game
combined
behind.
with Rob's picks also.
Yeah, combined with Rob. So just a celebrity person, all that
But-
one.
Yeah, he actually went, 7 and
7
was
and 8.
solid.
7 and 8. Won the week. We look like assholes.
Yeah, every dog has their day. Brams 25, 37-1 on
Oh
the
my
year.
God.
40%. What was the goal? Everyone
55.
55. Well, Brams at 40.
I'm right in line with every other Mark who bets public bets every week.
And then Ant's bringing up the rear at 20, 42-1.
You got some work to do.
30.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
work to
he
do
might have
here.
to. He might have to go
Gotta make up 10
undefeated.
games, huh?
Yeah.
Go undefeated.
Well, to get to 60%, you probably have to go undefeated the next 2 weeks.
All good. We'll figure it out.
We'll get there.
what we do have is we enlisted the help of some friends, all the people in the friend zone here around the network, some listeners, just a general nice host of people to help us out, to help us figure out what teams we need to keep an eye on going forward. We need to know. We just don't have the feel for the teams right now.
Yeah.
So we're going to kick that off right now with some music by Young Carts. Got the background music. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. We're going to try to do it every once in a while. Definitely not every week, because I have not stopped complaining about how much time it took for 7 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and let this do the podcast for us.
7 minutes.
Yeah. So
Fastest 7 minutes.
fastest 7 minutes in sports. Enjoy. What's up, everybody? It's Brandon here to take you around the league with some help from everybody in the friend zone. Let's start with the Los Angeles Chargers and Izzy out in Washington.
Got the Chargers finishing 10-6, 11-5. Second in the AFC West as a wild card. Derwin James should be returning week 9. Okung should be returning here soon, possibly week 7, week 8. Sounds like Hunter Henry comes back sooner than expected. But you get Melvin Gordon back, who has fresh legs, who can put games away. And then you have Eckler, who's a change of pace, and Justin Jackson. So you have depth at running back now. And so, yeah, I've got them second in the AFC West, making a wild card at 10-6 or 11-5.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs?
Thanks, Izzy. Let's bounce out to Radiator Horse 69 with an update on the Jets.
People may ask what it's like to be a Jets fan. Let me tell you, it's depressing. We have a crackhead for a coach with googly eyes who finds a way to fuck anything up. I'm honestly surprised we made it out of the bye week without another loss.
I'm so disgusted. I'm so damn disgusted.
Keep hanging in there, Jets fans. At least you're not Miami.
It's Joaquin de Miami, and the Marlins are gonna win. It's not the Marlins. The Yankees are gonna win the Super Bowl.
Yeah!
Wrong sport, but I appreciate the passion, Joaquin. Let's go to Ben in what he wrote down as Staff City, Michigan.
Everybody knows how the old saying goes. Death, taxes, and the Detroit Lions getting fucked over by the NFL. The biggest witch hunt in American football history is as strong and corrupt as ever. The failing NFL will do absolutely anything to take down the Detroit Lions. Despite how poorly the Lions are treated by these loser referees, they continue to push on. Led by their fearless leader, Matthew Bushlight Stafford, this Lions team is going to continue to make the NFL great again. In their second year with head coach Matt Patricia, the boys in blue are looking like a well-oiled machine. With wins over the Chargers and the bitch-ass Eagles, and only one play away from a win over the Chiefs, Stafford and the Lions put the league on notice. With a bye week in hand, expect the Lions to show out on Monday Night Football in 2 weeks from now in Green Bay. They're going to build a wall around those goddamn cheeseheads, and Aaron Rodgers is going to fucking pay for it.
Aaron Rodgers, E-R-R-A-N-T Rodgers.
At the beginning of the season, I told everybody 2 things. The NFL is going to be great again, and the Lions are going 10-6.
So this goes to all my freaks out there. Big Papa Pump is your hookup. Holler if you hear me.
I've never heard Lions fans more confident. Let's go to Mondo to give us a little update on the Steelers.
Well, this is Mondo, Steelers, big Steelers fan. It's tough. It's really tough for now. I have no idea what we're looking at. We traded our number 1 away pick, but Mason Rudolph
Cannot play with him.
is looking great
Cannot win with him.
and can look really crappy at the same time.
Cannot coach with him. Can't do it.
So I'm just letting you guys know I have no idea what's going on for us because we don't even have a number 1 pick next year. But our defense is looking somewhat solid, and that's my take.
An absolutely depressing take by Mondo. Let's switch over to an ecstatic Lucas and his take on the Cardinals.
Shout out to the Colorado Rockies for helping us out. Shout out to the St. Louis Cardinals Baseball Club, NL Central champs. Not stressful at all. Hashtag 12 and 19. Let's go. My name is Lucas Leone, and I approve this message.
These damn baseball fans, man. Let's get it moving to the Minnesota Vikings and Mr. Toilet.
Oh man, what can I say about my Vikings?
We've got to be the dumbest team in America in terms of playing the game.
I mean, it's been a rough couple of years, but man, this year, I think we might do something. Just get it together. I mean, we're running the ball better than ever. Our passing's been a little laggy.
You like that? You like that?
And we haven't really got going in the passing game, but I know we have the deep threats to do it. And as far as our defense goes, I mean, they perform. When we need them to step up, they get it done. We just need to focus on beating all our division games and, taking the NFC. No big deal.
This kind of inconsistency play going up against a team like New England would get you completely blowed out.
You're damn right, Emmett. Let's go to Jordan and his take on the Atlanta Falcons.
Atlanta Falcons. 2 things you need to know about this team. The first thing is yards. Offensively, we get yards. Defensively, we give yards. It's high risk, high reward. Sooner or later, it's going to pay off. Secondly, we're a team of turnarounds. Like the Super Bowl we were winning, turned it around and lost it.
We couldn't do diddly poo.
Or having a terrible defense, picking up Dan Quinn, turn around and make it worse. That being said, starting as bad as you can start a season, the only thing left to do is turn it around. We're going to get those yards. We're going to turn those into touchdowns. Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Devontae Freeman, the talent on this team you can only stop for so long. It's going to be a good season.
Fantastic logic there by Jordan. Let's go to Junior. Need an update on the Bears and Mitch Trubisky.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Primetime Cuddy, Junior Magana, the Pacific Northwest Bears fan, numero uno. Just calling, man, letting you guys know, love the pod. Mitch, take your time.
3 quarterbacks in this football team. Whichever one starts. Whichever ones don't, we'll back them up. Period. Cut and dry. It's nobody's concern but ours. Nobody's.
Chase can do the gig. We'll be right here waiting for you when you're ready, brother. Last time I checked, we still got Khalil Mack, Eddie Jackson, Nakeem Hicks, Roquan Smith, Kyle Fuller. We're going to be fine, brother. Take your time. Super Bowl, Super Bears, Cuddy does it forever.
The Bears are who we thought they were. Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass.
Is anyone going to say anything about the Cowboys?
I got one thing to say. Fire Jason Garrett's bum ass.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
Finally, someone is here to talk Seahawks. Here's international megastar DJ Z-Luck.
Yo, what's up? It's DJ Z-Luck. Long-time listener, first-time caller. I got a few NFL predictions. Well, we're going to put Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl this year, and he's going up against the Seahawks.
The NFC West is probably one of the weakest conferences in the whole NFC.
If, and only if, we can hold Jermaine Ifedi to under 5 sacks and 15 penalties a game on our own squad.
Now, the reason why he didn't get any more is because you didn't get enough first downs.
There you have it. Seahawks Super Bowl champions. Let's go.
JT Dub and T-Up from the Just the West podcast have a different idea about the NFC West.
What it do, baby? Niners, 3-0. Only NFC team undefeated. Jimmy G, Kyle Shanahan, best team in the NFC. We out here. We out here. We out here.
And of course, we got to talk Bucks.
You know what it is, Bucks Nation in the house, baby. Solid win against the Rams. Hit our weapons, feed Big Mike, and minimize turnovers from Winston's bum ass.
Well, that's a W. How many people want to eat a W tonight?
And we Gucci, baby. I'm gonna just put this out there though. The D looking like the 0-2 Bucks. Hey, let's go. See you in New Orleans, baby.
Last but not least, let's go to Tia, our Las Vegas insider.
I don't know much about football, but Vegas is taking everybody's money.
So thank you to everyone that contributed. That was
amazing.
That was a fun time. Yeah, and some people, it's just like wrestling. You can't just get over by doing cool moves or just by cutting a good promo. You got to have it. You got to put it all together.
Yeah.
Some of y'all need to work on it. It's going to take a couple of years, but I appreciate some of those calls were on point.
Yeah,
it was like they were practicing in the mirror.
Also, I got a couple who didn't quite make it in. Those were later. We're going to try to get you in as soon as we can on the next one.
Yeah, we really appreciate everyone's submission. So, without further ado, should we hop into these picks?
Let's go.
All right. So, Jim and the Spread Bot won last week, so he's back. and we just can't lose again. We can't let this guy keep going. We got to let some of these callers get in.
A promo on us.
Yeah, seriously. I'm going to play the promo at the end of the podcast here. I don't want to go double recordings. I mean, that breaks all sorts of etiquette. But stick around at the end of the podcast. I'm going to put that promo in from the actual robot that made the picks against us and beat our ass.
Yeah, the Spreadbot 3000.
Yeah, we're running with that name too. Yeah. Fuck you, Pornhub. So we're going to go with the Rams at Seattle. Seattle's -1 at home versus the Rams. And everything tells you, Ant, you got to keep taking the underdogs. You got to take the road team. But it's Seattle -1 at home.
And I'm going to use some logic. I went Cardinals last week, and Seattle blew them out.
Yep.
So I think that's kind of a crazy spread. The Rams are still good. I think this is a bit of an overreaction both ways on both games that happened last week. Although I am kind of scared on Gurley playing on a short week with those arthritic, that single arthritic knee.
Yeah.
But I still like the Rams here. Give me the Rams.
Rams +1?
Yeah.
I'm going to Seattle. It's Seattle at home on a Thursday at night.
We've proven to have problems against the Rams.
-1.
It'll be high scoring. I like the over for sure, but I like the Rams.
Something's wrong with the Rams, and Vegas knows it. So you can't go wrong, I think, either way picking here. So the spread bot went Rams. Rich, what are you going to go?
Oh, Seattle doesn't lose at home on primetime. Russell's 0-6-2 against the spread, I believe, on
0-6-2
on against the spread on Thursday Night Football. I could be wrong though.
You are wrong. I just told you that he was 6-0-2, and you said he was 0-6-2.
Oh, I meant 6-0-2. My bad.
I could be wrong. Arizona at Cincinnati. That's so split. That's perfect. 2-2. We agreed too much last week, guys. I think that was the problem. Arizona at Cincinnati. Man, Cincinnati, we were wrong about that team. Their offense blows. Like, we were like, man, they can really dial it up. No, they score like 11 points a game.
What I said, though, it's the right when you think you have them pegged team.
No, I can't do it. I'm going to take the points in the road team with Arizona. Cincy's at home -3.5.
Ooh. Give me Cincy here. I don't know how long Cliff can last with this offense he's running, and defensively they just cut DJ Swearinger. They were already bad. Now they kind of lose their grit. I think Cincy's going to have a field day. Although John Ross is also hurt, so a lot of Joe Mixon in this one.
The spread bot goes Arizona. Ant goes Cincy. I go Arizona. Rich, what do you got?
All right, Bengals out one more week. One more week, Bengals. Give it to you. Dalton he can't be.
So I'm saying I think they give it to Mixon hopefully and take it away from Dalton a little bit.
Yeah, and like the weird thing is we were like, hey, Dalton's kind of doing some stuff.
Yeah, Dalton had thrown a touchdown in like 20 straight games, and then he snapped.
Maybe maybe it'll come back that we were all duped with nobody really knew the Zach Taylor offense or what he was going to do in week 1 with Seattle. Maybe he gave him some fits because there was no real film on that offense.
Same with Kingsbury.
Yeah, it seems to be going around now, and it really seems to be hurting him.
Yep. Okay. Buffalo at Tennessee. Man, we just keep getting burnt by Tennessee, Ant. I don't know what it is. I don't know what to do. We might as well just put loss every time at this point.
Tennessee can't be more than a 3-point favorite.
They are -3. The old normal spread for once. The missionary spread.
I don't even
keep
know.
it plain.
What's his name playing?
Who?
Josh Allen. He got concussed.
Oh, that's a good call. I'm assuming that there wouldn't be a line if Josh Allen wasn't playing.
That's true.
So, I'm just gonna go Buffalo +3.
It's like they didn't even have him on the injury report.
Give me Buffalo +3 as well. Usually when Tennessee goes up against a defense that gives them problems, it really gives them problems. Buffalo's defense held Brady to under 200 yards passing.
Yeah.
I think they can do that here to Mariota.
Yeah. Rich?
I'm going Buffalo. That defense is really good.
And the spread bot goes Tennessee.
Well, of course. Might be an Oregon fan.
Buffalo is kind of our closest thing to a consensus so far. Chicago at Oakland. This is in London. It is going to be at 10 o'clock, though, right? Regular time. Cool.
Regular time.
Chicago at Oakland. Chicago is -5 here.
Is Mitch playing?
No. He's out.
He is hurt.
Are they better without him?
I mean, after listening to that Bears caller, I'm kind of in on the Bears again for some reason. I like all those defensive players. I like Oakland too. They're physical, but they lost Vontaze. They don't have Abrams. I don't know.
Give me Chicago here. It's also a Khalil Mack fuck you game.
Oh, that's the other.
Traded him.
Yeah.
They have 3 running backs who are capable. I think they really pound out the Raiders. And 5's a lot, but I think this is a touchdown game.
Perfect. And Rich.
I'm going to go the Bears. That defense has given up 11 points a game. And they've played against some, well, I guess not, like the Packers, Green Bay, Denver, Washington. I guess not really the murderer's row of good quarterbacks outside of Rodgers. But still only be giving up 11 points a game.
Yep.
And they get sacks and turnovers like crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Chicago is our lock. It has become a team lock because the spread bot's going in Chicago.
Ugh.
Yep.
And the over-under there's 41. I would take the under.
Okay. Tampa Bay at New Orleans. New Orleans is -3.5.
All of a sudden, a really big one there in the NFC South, huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tampa, I mean, they tried to lose it. They tried to lose the game. Couldn't do it.
You guys believe in Tampa?
I don't. I think it was like kind of the beginning of the season when we were saying Tampa could win it. I was mostly saying it because I didn't believe in the teams in the South as much. So I thought some fluky things could happen and Tampa might have a chance.
Give me New Orleans.
But I think even with fluky things, Jameis Winston's so bad that it's going to cause some problems.
Give me New Orleans here. They're at home. They showed themselves to be a really good team still without Breeze. They played maybe, a top 3 team in the league in Dallas and held them to under 15, I think. I can't see Tampa doing much more damage than that. And I don't love – you've seen also what Tampa's defense did.
Yeah, for sure. Even though they might have the defensive player of the year. Crazy. Rich.
Oh, I just want to apologize to Bruce Arians for jumping off the train 1 week too early. I'm back on, all aboard, choo-choo. Take Tampa Bay here.
I'm also rolling with Tampa Bay. I just like that extra half a point. Give me Tampa Bay +3.5. See what happens. Maybe Jameis will play better indoors. I don't know what the hell's going to happen.
Well, Bridgewater's literally thrown like 3 balls over 20 yards, and one of them has been picked.
I don't understand. I don't feel like feel like that defense is that good.
Saints?
New Orleans, yeah.
I don't know.
But
they're pretty damn good on the back end.
Yeah, for sure. I love Lattimore. So, okay. So 2 in Tampa, 2 in New Orleans with the spread bot going New Orleans. Minnesota at the New York Giants.
Ugh. Danny Dimes versus Kirk Cousins.
This line is crazy. -5.5. Look, I get it, but the Giants have won 2 games in a row, right?
Yeah.
Minnesota looks like ass on offense sometimes. Kirk Cousins literally can't play.
Kirk Cousins can't hit an open receiver over 15 yards.
Yeah, so you're basically telling me that this defense is going to force maybe a turnover, score, maybe they'll get a safety, score a touchdown, and that'll cover. But
give me Minnesota here. I see about a 200-yard game from Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
A team that was pretty much humiliated on offense last game, called out, people calling them their own teammates out in the locker room. It seems like something has to give. Either they'll take a nosedive from here on or, they'll buckle up the chin strap and get it going.
Seriously. That is exactly what their coach said. What's his name? Mike
Zimmer.
Zimmer. Yeah. He definitely said we're going to buckle up our chin straps.
Yeah.
Rich, who you got?
Ooh, I'd say never. 5.5 is a lot of points.
Yeah.
Home dog.
Saquon's not playing?
Barkley's not playing, but
I just can't see it.
Addition by subtraction somehow. They won 2 games.
It's essentially 8.5 because it should be because New York's at home. So.
Ooh, yeah, but that Vikings defense is good.
I feel like this line's going to move to like 6.5.
Yeah.
Maybe a touchdown.
I'll take the Vikings. Daniel Jones was starting to show cracks last week. He had 2 picks and a fumble, and that was against the Redskins defense.
Yeah, I like Minnesota here. I feel like they can win by a touchdown. Maybe. But if this line gets to a touchdown, I would definitely go Giants. Giants +7. New York, the Jets are back in action at Philly. Philly's -14 here. So the Jets are in that Dolphins and who's the other shitty team?
Bengals.
Washington.
Well, Washington.
Yeah. So Dolphins, Redskins, they're in that zone now. It's in Philly too, unfortunately.
Boy,
there's just really nothing good happening here for the Jets.
Yeah,
I mean, and the sad thing is Le'Veon definitely cares. He's trying, but they just
got back.
No, his splene's still enlarged.
Yeah, give me the Eagles. I don't know. I mean, I can't. I don't know how they score.
Yeah, and
I don't get it.
Falk. He's only thrown one pick, and he's not like terrible, but he's very, very limited.
Yeah.
And as Radiator Horse said, or caller, I just don't trust Adam Gase right now to do anything.
With the NFC so tight and so many 2-2 teams, man, you can't fuck around in these games. Philly's gonna need to start fast and blow them out.
That being said, I don't trust Philly, so I'm going Jets plus 14. That's all me.
The Jets are averaging 11 points a game.
Yep. They're right there with Cincy.
And they have an offensive guru and Gase.
Yes.
That is disgusting. Give me a Philly coming off 10 days rest.
What would it take for you to take the Jets? How many points?
Probably 20.
Yeah. Okay.
22.
Spread bots going Philly there. I'm the odd man out going Jets. Oh. Baltimore at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh had that surprising win that no one cared about, like yesterday.
Yeah.
Hopefully Mondo's cheering up a little bit. Baltimore.
Lock me in for Baltimore here. This line's way too low.
Baltimore minus 3.5. Is that what you got?
Yeah. Other than it being in division, I don't know. Baltimore should be pissed off after last week's game. A quarterback that they're really going to be able to kind of gear and make him throw short stuff. Earl's over the top. I see them struggling to score here.
Earl's already fighting with his teammates about playing.
While Earl said he pulled up because of his hamstring. Doesn't really.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you saying you're locking Baltimore?
I'm locking Baltimore here.
I don't think I can do that.
That game was so weird. Juju was on the sideline. Monday Night Football, at least. So weird. Juju was on the sideline asking people who wanted to play Fortnite after the game.
Yeah, I can't do Pittsburgh. No.
Yeah, I feel like the public is just going to take Baltimore here, so I got to go against that. So I'm going to go Pittsburgh. Trust Big Mace. Baltimore for the spread bot as well, Rich?
I'm going to go Baltimore. They're not going to be fooled by that Wildcat offense Pittsburgh was running against the Bengals.
All right, fair. New England.
Wait, before we go to the next game, Lamar Jackson, Hollywood Browns, just open deep. Just hit him. That's all you got to do. You overthrow him twice a game. It's getting ridiculous.
It's not easy, brother.
Just throw it.
Let's go to New England at Washington. New England's minus 15. How does Washington score? That's what I'm asking this week. I asked that last week about the Bills, but it turned out New England couldn't score either.
Is Haskins starting?
I hope it's Colt McCoy.
I honestly don't know, Ant.
But that Patriots offense did look like shit as well.
Yeah.
But
it was against the Bills. It was against the Bills.
Were tough. It was Bill Mafia. They were going crazy.
15 points, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Ooh. Give me New England. You're just gonna trust the better. Yeah. I can't do Washington.
Yeah.
Just can't.
This line actually was 15.5 earlier, so it's moved down to 15. So, I'm going to take New England as well.
Yeah, give me New England too. That defense is probably the best in football. Yeah, the New England's giving up 6 points a game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they haven't played anybody, but yeah.
Well, they don't. They have the Redskins this week and the Giants next week. They literally don't pay anybody, and then they play the Jets after that. Like they don't play anybody anyways.
As a team, we are taking New England. It looks like. Let's go to Jacksonville, Carolina, the battle of the expansion teams. Who came up with this as an expansion team? We're going to go down south. We're both going to be different type. We're going to be cats, and it's just weird. I didn't even think about that. Just lack of creativity down there.
Really was.
Carolina minus 3 here.
I'm riding with Minshew, and I'm getting points for it. Give me Jacksonville here. Although Carolina has responded to their backup quarterback, and they have a pretty good defense, it'll be a tough task for Minshew with Kuechly there on the other side, kind of diagnosing those plays. But like I said, I'm just going to roll with the Jags. They seem to get Fournette going a little bit, so those receivers don't matter as much.
I'd really like if Jalen Ramsey would just play.
Yeah, he won't.
Okay. Spread bot's going Carolina. I'm going Jacksonville. Rich?
Well, I'm going Minshew Mania. Get the points. He's going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year, so get your bets in now. Did you not see that game-winning touchdown?
Oh, yeah, but that was against the sorry-ass Denver Broncos.
Shoot, I saw Jameis Winston light up this defense. So if he can do it, Minshew can do it. Yeah. And they're just pounding Fournette. I feel bad for the guy. I feel like
gotta get your use before his contract's up.
Yeah, that's true too. But no, give me Jacksonville. And that defense is, even with that Ramsey, they look deep. Well, I guess they gave 300 passing yards to Flacco, but I felt a lot of it. I don't know, it just felt weird game. But that
stat now.
Yeah, that defense is. I like that defensive line.
Okay, you just got to talk yourself into some of these.
Well, who was that defensive end that they took? That's actually good. Who I hated in the draft?
Yannick Ngakoue.
Huh? Oh, Josh Allen. Josh Allen.
Yeah.
He's actually good.
Next, we have Atlanta at Houston. Houston's minus 5.5. That's kind of a lot. I kind of am seeing these two teams as the same damn team at this point.
Seriously.
Houston's pissing me off.
Game last week.
Yeah.
Give me Atlanta here. Like you said, kind of spitting images of each other. And I've been saying this. I think I said this the last 2 weeks about Atlanta, but go 1-4, and a lot of changes have to be made there if they go 1-4. Maybe the first coach fired. So I think they come out and at least play them close to a field goal. I'm not saying they have to win, but 5.5 seems a little absurd.
Yeah, they should be able to move the ball a little bit, I hope. I really I don't understand. I don't know what the hell's wrong with Atlanta, and then it's like, wait, they still have Gus as their coach. It's not going to work. Dan Quinn. They're both Seahawks shitty coordinators. And you went Atlanta, Rich?
Nope, I'll never ever pick Matt Ryan.
Okay.
It could be 100 points, and I'm going Texans.
My problem is I don't know when Deshaun Watson is going to be on the IR.
Because of the line,
yeah.
No, that's on him holding the ball too long. Just let it go.
He's trying to make a play for that shitty team.
If you want to have deep shots to the best deep receiver in the game, maybe it takes time.
He had Fuller open. He overthrew him twice. Wide open. I don't get how do you overthrow fast guys? Just throw it up high. Seems easy.
All right,
around him in the pocket.
Denver at the Chargers. Chargers are minus 6.5. Yeah, this is a weird line. Like, Denver sucks. The Chargers just had another guy go on the IR, one of their tight ends, so that sucks. But yeah, we'll see. I really don't understand what happened with Denver.
You know
and
what?
Chubb's out IR.
Give me Denver.
Yeah, okay. Chubb just tore his ACL.
6.5 seems like a lot for two opponents who usually play each other pretty close, division rivals. No home field advantage for the Chargers, and they're just always playing close games.
Yep.
I don't know if this is going to be a blowout here. Give me the Broncos.
And the public hates the Broncos. Okay, they're gonna be going all over the Chargers here. They're gonna be asking why this isn't 10.5, and they're gonna bet it up to like 7.5. And the Sharps are gonna swoop in and take the points, and Denver's gonna win the game somehow. Rich.
Oh, I'm gonna go with Phillips. Give me the Chargers.
All right, the spread. So we split on that one. The Chargers for the spread bot and for Rich. And now you're going Denver, Green Bay at Dallas.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is rough. You got to win this, Rich. There's no looking back after this one, brother.
We got the Jets next week. We're fine.
Dallas is minus 3.5 here. They're at home. Mm-hmm. I don't know where the hook comes from there. Why do we get an extra half a point if I'm betting Green Bay?
That's exactly where I'm coming from. That's exactly why I want Green Bay.
With no Michael Gallup?
It's funny because we almost...
and Tyron Smith's out,
they've almost come to the point where they're spitting images of each other, to be honest. When they play good teams, it seems as though both this year are kind of struggling to move the ball through the air. Both have good defenses, so I think it's going to be a close one where Aaron Rodgers is driving to take the lead late fourth.
I can understand why they haven't paid Dak.
Yeah,
just like watching him when it's your floor can't be that low. Like, I get his ceiling's nice and his average play is okay, but sometimes it's like, what are you doing? Like, just stop throwing and start running.
Yeah,
I'm tired of.
How about that?
No, stop running, Zeke. There were so many times where he could have done a quarterback draw and he just didn't. He just said to stay in the pocket and throw.
Let me stay in the lane and throw this shitty pass.
Just go run.
Doesn't want to be pegged as a black quarterback.
The media will do that. So I'm going Green Bay. Amp's going Green Bay. Rich is definitely going Dallas.
Oh, yeah, I'm going Dallas.
What would make you take Green Bay here?
I saw Jordan Howard.
How many points would it take for you to take Green Bay?
I think we're going to blow them out.
How many points were for you to say 20. I'm taking Green Bay?
Probably wouldn't. I hate the Packers. And they're fuck you, Aaron Rodgers.
They literally couldn't smash that defense.
They literally couldn't beat.
They're 3-1.
Carson Wentz, who didn't have anybody. I don't know who he was throwing to. He was just Carson Wentz threw for 150 yards, and they gave up like 200 rushing yards. Carson Wentz threw for 150
Well, look
yards.
what your sorry-ass team did last week. That's one game.
Shit, we played a team that has beaten the Seahawks and Cowboys. That's a good resume for the Saints.
Can't count a team that beat you as a team that... Yeah, you can't count yourself.
That's a tough team. The Saints, they went into Seattle and won.
Seattle lost that game. New Orleans didn't win it.
Yeah.
Shit, well,
punt return.
You and the spread bot are on the same ship.
This spread bot gets it. This spread bot has it.
Indy at KC. The Chiefs are minus 10.5 here. I feel like the Chiefs should always be like 10.5, 11, 12.
And I'm always going to take them.
Yeah.
Give me the Chiefs here. Brissett's, as I said, with Lamar's not going to be able to go score for score with Mahomes. Although I like their defense a bit. Not good enough on the back end to stay with these receivers without Tyreek.
I got a hot take. Mahomes, bad indoors. Yep. So he's back in KC. He's going to light these dudes up. I'm definitely going KC as well. You could get me a KC up to 12 probably. The spread bot also went KC. Rich?
I'm going to go KC as well. Mahomes should always be at least 11, 10.5. But I will agree with Ben that when that fumble recover for a touchdown, he was down, shouldn't have counted for the Chiefs. Also rough. On the Hail Mary was pass interference. Come on, refs. If I can see it, you can see it. Just make the right call. You don't have to put over Mahomes every time.
Cleveland at San Fran is going to wrap it up. We've got that going on Madden right now. Is that the 2-minute warning right now? Yeah, 2-minute warning. Ooh. It's 12-14. San Fran is leading. I want to point out the Madden simulation has lost its last 2 against the spread. It picked Pittsburgh last week. Somehow I think Big Ben was playing at one point, so I'm not sure how that affects it, but San Fran is kicking a field goal right now, a 50-yarder, and it's good. They're up 17-12 with 1:50 to go. Everyone has all their timeouts. Really looking forward to this one. Cleveland bounces back. Do you think they even need OBJ? I think Ant was onto something. I think he's out. He's done. Get rid of him.
Very weird.
Let Juice have the ball.
Give me Cleveland here. I think this Niners team's a bit gimmicky with the record. I don't see where that hook comes from that game either. I think those are two pretty evenly matched teams. Give me Cleveland.
For me, San Fran's been on Vegas' radar since week 1. They love San Fran, and somehow I didn't have San Fran winning the 3 or 4 games, or even I had them probably 1 and 2 at this point, maybe, I don't know. But Vegas has them as like Super Bowl contenders. So definitely big discrepancy there. I'm going to keep up with Vegas. I'm going to go San Fran minus 3.5 because that doesn't make any damn sense, honestly. I'd love to take Cleveland plus 3.5 and sit down on Sunday, start watching the game, and then realize, oh shit, Cleveland's getting blown out in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So I could see that happening, but it'll be more fun if Cleveland wins. Rich?
Another team I hopped off a week too early, so give me the Browns.
Dog pound?
Yeah, just run the fucking ball to Chubb. He's really good.
Yeah.
Surprising. Hey, I have a good running back. I should just feed him the ball more.
Yeah. Him and Juice just need to touch it.
Yeah, and you did say Juice was just having those 5-yard slants.
Yeah, it works. Oh, Baker just took a big sack in Madden.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you can't do that.
Hey, get to the Lions, man. Celebrating. But that sounds like Baker just taking sacks for no reason. They were getting him on the run. They were letting him throw a little. And I don't know what happened to Baltimore's defense.
That was just sad. Shitty, sad, terrible defense. Not a fan of that. That wraps it for this week. Any other thoughts?
Oh.
Anybody that you just have to shoot on?
Yeah, Roger Goodell, 10 a.m. games on Sunday. 10.
Yep. I only don't care 2. About the West Coast.
Yeah, I only get 2 in the afternoon, and one of them's Broncos Chargers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
disgusting.
Doesn't get much worse. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what his beef is with the West Coast.
And I don't want to be that guy, but imagine if the Sunday night matchup was Andrew Luck versus Pat Mahomes.
Cool. Or Seahawks Rams.
That's Thursday night.
Andrew Luck versus Pat Mahomes. You mean a 45-17 blowout?
Seriously.
They played them tough in the playoffs.
Nah. Oh, Baker just threw a pick. Oh. This game's over.
Was it a Sherm?
I don't know. I can't tell. It's 17-12 San Fran. They're just going to run this thing out. Yeah. Cleveland's only got 2 timeouts. Oh my God. That's the Cleveland defense we know.
Yeah, you're not running at Myles Garrett like that. Yeah. This game's fake.
17-12, so take San Fran according to Madden. We'll be back next week. Thank you for your calls and your interaction. Check us out at Spread Show and on Facebook and on YouTube. Subscribe, like, 5 stars.